played there a few times.
Yeah.
Too many. Let's kick it.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sky Sports Next coverage of the 2022 National Women's League, coming to you live from McFetridge Park here in Glenfield, Auckland for round 2 action between Northern Rovers and Capital Football. Great to have your company this afternoon. Well, it's a new look National Women's League with a hybrid mix of club-based and regional federation teams. 8 teams will be vying for the status of National League Women's Champions come the end of the year. Well, round 1 action kicked off last week. Let's take a look at the standings so far for this coming season. We see Capital Football and Northern Rovers, 2 teams coming into contention today. Western Springs, Eastern Suburbs and Canterbury United all looking quite safe at the top with opening wins in the first round of the season. Joining me this afternoon in commentary is former football fern, captain and great of the game, a pioneer of women's football here in New Zealand, Maya Jackman. Welcome, Maya. What do you make of the first round results?
Yeah, no real big surprises for me. Those 3 top teams, Capital and Northern sitting quite close at 5 and 6, so it'll be quite a close game today, I think. But yeah, not too many surprises, but a pleasure to be here with you today, Harry.
Great. Well, let's have a look at the team list this afternoon. Capital Football. They suffered that 4-1 loss last week to Eastern Suburbs. No Molly Sims, red card last week against Eastern Suburbs. In comes Katia Brown, and at number 1 there. Look for the likes of Asha Strom and Lauren Owen holding midfield, with Pepe Oliver Bell scoring the only goal for Capital Football last week against Suburbs to lead the line. Northern Rovers this afternoon had a tight game last week against Auckland United, 1-1 draw between those 2 Auckland teams, and no real changes this afternoon for Benjamin Bates' side. Chelsea Elliott, Greer McIntosh holding the middle of the park. Estelle Harrison, look for Estelle Harrison and Michaela Foster adding that steel and grit across the middle as well. 2 very experienced players. Danielle Carnham scored the goal last week against Auckland United. She's come into this season with 8 goals already to her name for the regular season. So, Maya, what do we? How's this one going to play out this afternoon? Do you think? What are you looking for from both these two teams?
Yeah, well, Northern, they're a great team. They won the league up here north, and Capital quite a newish team, different to what we saw at the beginning of this year. So they'll still be gelling quite a lot. They've only had a couple of weeks together, whereas Northern have been together the entire season, really. So,
do you feel that with the way the league is, or the way this National Women's League is structured, with a combination of federation teams and club teams, how is that going to play out, do you think?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, they have to keep the federation teams because I think the club structures down in the south and lower end of the North Island aren't strong enough yet. Whereas you got the 4 Auckland teams that are quite strong, so it'll be quite even. But yeah, the federation teams, like I said, have only had a couple of weeks together. The Pride, though, they've been together for a long time, so I'm not surprised to see them so far up the table. But with the Capital, they haven't been together that long. Got a new coach in Micah Reuter Hooley, who took over from Maya Vink last year, so she's going to have to gel them together. They don't know her that well, so it'll be a close game though, because they're quite close on the table. But it'll be, I don't know, I'd say Northern might get on top to begin with, and we'll just see what Capital can do.
Well, looking forward to the game this afternoon. Match officials in charge this afternoon. Ashley Wilson will be calling the game this afternoon here at McFetridge Park. Looking like the conditions look pretty nice for football up here in Auckland today. Overcast, reasonably warm. Northern Rovers will be donning their black shirts this afternoon. Capital Football in the yellow as the two captains do the formalities. Zoe Barrett and Tasha Green there for the respective sides. Both those two players slotting at the back.
Yeah, both really good gutsy players as well. So you need those types of experiences at the top, at the back there, and leading. So
last few words between the respective teams here. Group huddles. Pitch looks in sharp condition as well at McFetridge Park. Obviously, Northern Rovers is a merger between two fantastic North Shore sides over here in Auckland, Glenfield Rovers and Forest Hill Milford. Both those clubs previous winners of the Kate Shepherd Cup. We saw that contested a couple of weeks ago actually here in Auckland. As we prepare for round 2 action, live from McFetridge Park, Northern Rovers and Capital Football. And Northern gets us away.
yeah, just attacking down that left-hand side, Northern.
Irini Wasi getting there early on the left-hand side for Northern Rovers, combining well with Sui Herring. Young Capital looking to get it clear.
Nice sweep by Harrison there. Foster on the ball.
Yeah, she's key in the middle of the park for Rovers this afternoon, isn't she? Such a mainstay of this club over a number of years.
Cook couldn't quite get onto that. She is a pacey player, but a little bit too much grunt on that one. But yeah, Michaela Foster, we see her drop into the middle this game. She usually plays up front with Cook and Wazzy. So they obviously need her back in the middle there, but look, we'll see her coming forward though.
Yeah, scored a lot of goals in the regular season. 11 goals for Michaela Foster out of the middle of the park. As you touched on earlier, Maya finished top of the league regular season. Northern football with only 1 loss. Northern Rovers. Capital looking just to settle on the ball. Jaden Watts looking for Renee Bacon over the top.
It's a good idea, a little bit too far.
Nice early touches for Jaden Watts and Zoe Barrett across the back. Cara Chung as well on this left-hand side. Rovers able to work it out on the left-hand side there. Suya Herring couldn't control that one. Danielle Olsen, nice ball playing to Pepe Oliver Bell, the goal scorer last week for Capital. Just a lack of communication there between Cara Chung and Pepe Oliver Bell. And for a goal kick for Northern.
Good support there by Chung coming up from the left back, and I would have liked to have seen Pepe Oliver Bell just move out of that space just to give her a little bit more room.
Capital applying a bit of a high press to start this game off. Rovers able to get that one clear. But have turned the ball over in the middle of the park. Tasha Green working hard on the right hand side for Capital.
Katia Brown in there for Molly Simons, who was sent off for handing outside the box.
Yes, last week against Eastern Suburbs there.
So that's a bit of a loss. She played every game last season, so good experience there. Alexis Cook.
Great cross there from Cook. I think it was Foster, was it, arriving at the back post?
I think there was Estelle Harrison.
Estelle Harrison.
Foster was there or thereabouts, though, always is. Great cross, though, from Alexis Cook, right across the 6-yard box.
Yeah, good pressure from the Northern Rovers team to turn possession over there. Alexis Cook doing so well getting that ball across. Good early pressure from the Rovers. Capital doing well to work it down the left-hand side with Chung, and for Olsen. Good switch of play. From the Rovers to smother that cross. Greer McIntosh. Wassie tries to break the ball in the middle of the park. A hopeful ball from Tasha Green, from Jaden Watts.
Georgia Craig in goal for Ali Blount this week. See what she can add to the Rovers.
Ball over the top again for Alexis Cook. Michaela Foster, actually. Yep, coming out of the middle of the park. Look for her. We'll see her, won't we, this afternoon, Maya, making those runs from deep.
Absolutely.
To support the front players for Rovers.
Yeah, you'll always see their midfield coming through, their front three interchange quite a lot as well. Just not, maybe could have cut it across, but it was a pretty difficult angle, wasn't it?
Yes. Pressure in the opening 5 or 6 minutes from Rovers. We saw the cross earlier from Alexis Cook and that shot a few seconds ago from Foster. So Rovers gaining a bit of control in the opening 6 minutes of this one.
Number 12, Renee Wazzie. Loves to come back and get the ball, comes off the front. She's sitting a little bit wider today.
I see again trying to work that ball into the box for Rovers. Capital have a chance to break from the middle of the park.
See if they can counter. Oh, just A little bit of a... I think she was already looking forward, looking for that run forward and just missed that touch.
Trying to think too far ahead on that occasion. Danielle Olsen.
Very dynamic player, so we'll see a bit of her, I think, today. Moving up and down that left-hand side.
Tasha Green just slowing things down for Capital. Oliver Bell couldn't get that one under control.
Pressure on the goalkeeper here by Oliver Bell. She'll be looking for some goals today.
They're set with a 4 at the back. Capital with the likes of Chung and Patterson looking to get forward. Olsen on this left-hand side, hugging the touchline. They've turned possession over again from the back to Capital and given Danielle Carnham, goal scorer last week against Auckland United, a bit of space.
Oh,
Foster again,
yeah, there
shooting
she is.
just wide. But she has been prominent, hasn't she, Maya, in the opening 7-8 minutes for Northern Rovers.
Yeah, it's really, really important for that midfield to get forward to support the forward players, and she does that so well.
Capital have done the passages of play playing out from the back, particularly with Tasha Green into midfield. Jade Watts, Zoe Barrett doing well, number 6 there for Capital.
Chelsea Elliott commanding it there at the back for Northern.
She did well there, didn't she? Capital able to clear that one. Patterson on the right-hand side for Capital. Zoe Barrett there for clearance. Durham just caught out of position for Northern football. Capital exploit it in the middle of the park. They've turned over possession again.
Lovely ball through to Cook. Cook cutting in.
Katia Brown getting across there. Again, it's Alexis Cook causing some problems for Capital. Katia Brown doing well to get across there. Will be a corner for Northern Rovers.
Lovely ball through to Alexis Cook there. She does a lovely little cut in with her left, but can't quite get onto it. Katia Brown cleaning up, but unfortunately out for a corner for them, but she did well to get out to that.
As we see, the conditions here in Auckland are perfect for football. Being able to beat the first player. Ball back, swung back across to the Capital box. Cara Chung able to scramble that one free. Tasha Green with the throw for Rovers.
Tasha Green's got one heck of a throw on her. It's like a kick into the box
It's like
sometimes.
a cross.
Yeah. Very strong, very aggressive.
Well, 10 minutes gone here in this round 2 clash between Northern Rovers and Capital Football, coming to you live from McFetridge Park in Glenfield. Northern Rovers with 2 relatively good chances in the opening 11 minutes, and here we go on the attack again. Great ball from Herring on the left-hand side. She's done well, pushed forward on numerous occasions already in this opening half for Northern Rovers. Chelsea Elliott calm and composed on the ball.
Yeah, well tidied up by her.
Capital are still behind that sort of high press, but I suppose the intensity and the tenacity to win the ball back just not there at the moment from Capital.
Durham getting hassled there. Nice little triangles though from Northern.
Nice play, Wasi coming in from the left-hand side, looking for Cook again. She seems to be an obvious outlet for Rovers this afternoon, Maya.
Yeah, they're looking down the right quite a lot, aren't they? She's very quick and very lively, and as we've already seen, she can get on that ball. That they go quite direct to her, don't they? Well cut out there by Green.
Throw in for Rovers again. A lot of play in the attacking third for Northern Rovers. Opening 12 minutes of this one. Throw into the box, as you said before, Maya. A nice long throw from Tasha Green. Capital able to scramble it clear, but only as far as Breeze Durham. Carnham again. Gee, she's got good feet, good pace as well. Loves to make runs from those midfield rolls. Danielle Carnham saw that last week against Auckland United. Wayward ball from the back there from Greer McIntosh.
Durham, yeah, having a good,
and having a good tussle there.
Was he? See again. She's always around the ball, isn't she? Making herself available.
Estelle Harrison looking for the feet of Foster. Ooh. Garcia Brown. And Jaden Watts there. Maybe a little bit of confusion, but lucky for Capital. Player had drifted offside. Saw there the ball in. Herring again. Coming in late there out of the picture. Rovers player.
Nice diagonal there if you can't quite get onto it, but it was the right idea just to switch play. It's been down that left-hand side a while now.
Nice bit of skill on Foster. Again, Alexis Cook looking lively for Rovers. Going to take Chung on as well. There's Kara Chung. Seeds the corner. It's again a chance for Rovers to this one into the box again. Katia Brown clearly been the busiest of the two keepers in the opening 15 minutes. Rovers' third corner of the afternoon. Renee Wassi there, just standing in front of Katia Brown. Just a bit of a block or make it pretty, trying to make it awkward for Capital keeper. Ball swung in at the far post. What needed was a touch. A lot of black shirts there for Rovers, but none of them failed to get a touch. And Olsen is breaking here for Capital. Needed a better pass to try and put Pepe Oliver Bell in.
Need to split those defenders, but they were pretty tight, so it was going to be a little bit of a miracle ball to get through.
Yeah, they broke well there, didn't they? Did Capital. Just needed a better pass from Olsen.
They do break well, Capital. It's just their final pass that lets them down a little bit.
Do you think that's probably a game plan this afternoon from Micah Rutger Hooley to try and put
put some pressure on Rovers in the middle of the park and draw their defenders out of line and use the, I suppose, the Pepe Oliver Bell, the guile and the pace of her up front. Good young player.
Chelsea Elliott on the ball. She'll be looking for probably Foster.
Right there. Floated ball in from Chelsea Elliott. You're right, absolutely, Maya. Kayla Foster being the target again on that occasion for Rovers. Unable to get anything on that one to trouble Katia Brown. Capital just their own worst enemies at the moment. Unable to get the ball clear. Again, conceding another corner. Well, sustained pressure from Northern Rovers. Benjamin Bate will be looking at that to capitalise on this pressure and at least want to put some pressure on Katia Brown, force her into some saves.
Kayla Foster, the corner taker, as we saw before, it was curling in. She scored quite a few goals from corners this season.
Delivery looks pretty good. On the near post from Katia Brown. Capital able to scramble it clear again. Nice bit of skill from Oliver Bell. Did well to keep the ball there in that tight situation. Did Capital. Nice ball too. Good turn.
Oh, great ball. Oh, unlucky.
Wasi doing well. Nice turn. The midfielder. Linking up with Michaela Foster. Again looking for Cook on this right-hand side.
Lovely
Zoe
ball
Barrett,
here.
was it? Just a timely interception there. Foster picking up the scraps in the middle of the park. Well to ride a tackle there, Michaela Foster. And again, it's the ball over the top for Alexis Cook. Capital, we're looking. Oh, Alexis Cook, I'm sorry, it's
Durham, I think, number 8.
Danielle Carnham.
Oh, sorry.
Again, Tasha Green with this long throw. For Wasi. A bit of a free kick there from Renee Wasi. Lauren Owen, I think, is the player down. Just a bit of maybe winded or just the just a clash there, wasn't it?
Wasi, yeah, in the ribs. Never a nice place to get smashed because you can't breathe. She's up, that's good. Never like to see any players down.
It was her turn a few moments ago, the ball in for midfield and the playing through the lines of the Rovers team. She did so well to turn. It was a great turn actually, and played the ball forward, but it was in vain on that occasion. On the left-hand side for Rovers has been active, very prominent. Wasi as well, linking up well on the left-hand side for Rovers. Trying to get around Tasha Green. Sorry, Kaylin Patterson, beg your pardon. Wasi again busy. Capital able to only clear it as far as Estelle Harrison. Durham. Got an offside there, I think. Jaden Watt's able just to calm things down for Capital.
Brown on the ball. Sorry, Barrett on the ball.
Bacon there looking for the Oliver Bell over the top. Broken up again from Capital. See that ball needed to come through here to Lena Owen, didn't it?
Yeah, she was in space.
Nice work from Owen again. Under pressure, keeping possession, keep the ball moving. She is again. Pressure from Michaela Foster there. Owen, nice turn in the middle of the park. Dispossessed by Foster.
Capital able to keep it, but
Yeah,
Northern were very good at putting the pressure on in the end, and then they hand over possession.
Love a bit of looking for Renee Bacon. That one, I think, just
Onto the face.
onto the face of the head there. But they're doing well, aren't they, Capital, at times, breaking up the player Rovers in the middle of the park. But when they do spring forward, they're just not able to link players in with any cutting edge in this attacking third.
Yeah, I do like how they recycle. They come out from the left over to the right, and then they try and use the midfield and then get forward. And so they've had some really great phases of play. But yeah, unfortunately, it's that final pass or the pressure from Northern. They can't quite get near the goal to have a shot.
This is what they've employed for 20 odd minutes, is Capital looking to press high against Northern Rovers, try and turn possession over, and they have done. It's a shot there from Capital Football.
Is that
Renee Bacon, I think it was. Oh, we talked about the press that Capital had been plying for large part of this opening half, and there you've first shot on goal for Capital, forcing Georgia Craig into the first save. Good shot from Renee Bacon as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, she had to. Craig really had to put the gloves out to that one. Pushed it around the corner.
Corner for Capital. Can they conjure up? Low cross from the right-hand side, cleared from Northern Rovers. Able to deal with that one. It was a bit of a harmless cross from the right-hand side, yet to trouble Rovers at the back. Well to keep possession, Capital. It's in there. Oh, just eludes Danielle Olsen there. Another half chance, Maya, for Capital.
Yeah, just a tiny little touch there. Didn't really come of anything, but
See the throw there. Work move. Lauren Owen there. It was Olsen just failing to connect properly with that one.
yeah, nice crossing from Bacon.
It was. Alexis Cook really busy again for Northern Rovers. Wasi will pick this one up with a bit of space in front of her. Works it well to Foster. Nice turn from Foster. Low cross. Throw for Northern Rovers.
Cleared up with a ever-present Barrett there at the back.
Yeah.
She's just very strong at the back. Makes some really important tackles.
They seem to be a well-balanced side, don't they? Or is that Herring using his strength? Was it Durham? Yep. Breeze Durham doing so well, sitting in that defensive midfield role for Rovers.
Lovely ball control by the midfield there, both Harrison and Durham.
Yeah, she seems to recompose, doesn't she? That's what you need in that number 6 role. A player who can dictate the pace, can break up play on the other side as they break forward.
That's all right. Yeah.
Elliot saying, give it to me. She's put a great ball through for...
Just offside, wasn't it? Yes, it is.
Is that Canham, is it?
Is it Danielle Canham, I think?
Yeah, should you?
Yeah. Foster up from the back, just looking to put Canham in, but she just strayed in an offside position. And there's a false 9, Danielle Canham, this afternoon. see Capital. Again, Renee Bacon working hard. Nice ball across the face of the box there. Lena Owen tidying it up for Capital again. As they work the ball back through Watts and keep possession. Misplaced pass there. Jaden Watts. I see things difficult for Jaden Watts, but she accepts the challenge there. Lovely interchange of passing there from Olsen. Bacon.
That stemmed from a great cutout by Barrett, and then she carried the ball forward, just creating space for her forward players to move.
Lena Deron there getting the ball into the box, but no one there for Capital Football. Relatively safe. Georgia Craig there in goal for Rovers. No real pressure on her on that occasion.
Durham with a sky ball, cleaned up by Capital.
There's a lot of space in the middle of the park here for Capital over the last few minutes. Again, Rovers able to break play up and out from the back. A lot of space here for Cook, again being released by Foster. Shun's been very busy in the last few minutes. She's dealt well with Alexis Cook. To work it with Foster. Foster with the ball across the box. Jaden Watts clearing that one for Capital Football.
Lovely run from Suya Herring all the way from left back into midfield, and then laying that pass off and then making a run into the box. Great little player.
Durham tidying up again. She does that ever so well. Ball across the box from Herring. Arnhem just can't get in front of Katia Brown. Someone in the Capital forward just to put their foot on the ball and just take a bit of pressure off. This one, the last couple of minutes, has been Rovers pushing forward. Misplaced pass from Jaden Watts. Again, Owen again, tidying up Olsen on this side. Nice run from the Oliver Bell, but
Again, just
Chelsea
losing
Elliott,
it on
right
that.
place, right time.
Yeah.
Maya. Wasi on the left for challenge from Aisha Strom. Again, Rovers at the back, calm and collected, quite composed. Chelsea Elliott.
Choosing to go direct there for Cook.
Well, 30 minutes gone. Maya, I think Capital Football have done well. A couple of chances for Northern Rovers, haven't they? But they had that chance earlier on for Renee Bacon as well, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they've done very well to contain Northern. Northern's had some very good moments in this first 30 minutes, but haven't been able to capitalise.
Again, Rovers looking threatening down this right-hand side a number of times in the first half. Alexis Cook, Renee Wasi on the left-hand side as well, has found some space on a couple of occasions. They just haven't been able to capitalise on their possession, on the pressure. Nice, again, interchange of passing from Capital. Chung, and a challenge there from Tasha Green. Well, Chung was committed to that. She wasn't going to back out of that one. Neither was Tasha Green. Ashley Wilson, no hesitation and dishing out a yellow card there.
It was a very good ball through onto her running through, but late tackle there by Green. Wouldn't expect anything less from her. She puts her body on the line.
I think she was fully committed to that one. She had to be, didn't she? Because
she was
Chung was on the other side and 5 or 10 yards of space in front of her. Bacon swinging that one into the far post. Capital unable to get on the end of that one. Was Georgia Craig any problems? Nice ball out of the back. Wasi doing well to get that one under control. Durham, as we've seen for most of this opening half, composed, dictating play out of the middle of the park. Ball over the top for Foster to chase. Working hard. Renee Bacon getting the ball forward. Bit of space for Oliver Bell, but ball just runs too far for her. It's a goal kick for Northern Rovers.
Rovers bringing it up quickly, cut out by Capital. I just want to try and settle things a bit. Keep the ball.
Looking for that ball over the top. Yeah, the thing for Capital as well, when they do getting the ball forward to Oliver Bell, she seems to be quite isolated. There's not a lot of yellow shirts around her when the balls are played up on lofted passes. Like that one there we saw earlier.
Yeah,
Again.
Northern sitting quite deep, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that she's in front of them all day. That's happy days for them. Yeah.
Chung and Cook have had a good battle the first half so far. Tasha Green with that long throw again. Carnham dispossessed. Lena Durand do for Capital. Nice ball, close passing for Capital, but they turn possession over here. Perhaps too intricate on that occasion.
Yeah, those little square passes in the midfield are going to get cut out by a team like Northern. Need to create a little bit more angle.
Angle and space,
And space.
yeah. Ooh. Foster going to ground inside the box.
Harrison, is that?
Estelle Harrison. Estelle Harrison there, just too much pressure on Lauren Owen. On Capital get a free kick. Jaden Watt's able to ease a bit of pressure here. Too far for Demel Olsen, number 17. Lena Durand on this left-hand side for Capital Football.
Yep, rain threatening.
Might be a bit of rain on the way over Glenfield. The conditions so far have been perfect for football for this round 2 clash between Northern Rovers and Capital Football as Renee Wasi pushes forward. Fantastic run by her. Not able to link up with Danielle Canham. You see Wasi here breaking the ball inside her own half, Maya. Good strong run.
Yeah, and you see the numbers in the box for Northern. Unlucky that they couldn't quite get it in. Oh!
Katia Brown just making sure that one sort of sticks in the gloves. hopefully we get that shot here. Here we go. Throwing from Herring, and it was Alexis Cook here. Just lot of time on the ball. Tries her luck, and it was the second bite at the cherry for Katia Brown.
A lot of time for Alexis Cook, though, wasn't
Too
there?
much time, wasn't
no
it?
pressure. Got a great shot off. Katia Brown, that's probably the most she's been challenged. Did a good job.
Nice ball from Jaden Watts, but unable to be controlled.
Capital just slowing things down a little bit. Would like to see them keep it a little, not go too direct too soon.
You've got 7 minutes, 7+ stoppages plus extra for this first half action from McFetridge Park. Capital doing well to really nullify anything that Rovers have forced on them. They used the pace of Alexis Cook on the right, and the determination and the aggressive nature of running. There she is again, Renee Wasi. Yeah, nice. They've tried to play out, haven't they, Maya? Just unable to keep control when they need to in the middle of the park. They've exchanged of passes. It's been nice to watch at times from Capital football. At times, Rovers have just been too tenacious and too intense with pressure at times, and Capital have turned the ball over. Ball again, lone striker Oliver Bell. Not much she can do with that one.
That was a nice little passage of play, though, with Capital, passing it around midfield out to the back and recycling it a little bit over on that right-hand side. Had no other option but to go long just there. But like you said, Pepe Oliver Bell just a lone woman, should I say, up the front there.
What do you think the message will be at half-time? I know we've got 6 minutes to go, Maya, but from Micah Kahuli, who would think going in at 0-0 at half-time would be a good milestone, would be a good start to this game for Capital.
Yeah, they're the travelling team, aren't they? They had a bit of a delay on their plane, so it hasn't upset them at all. But yeah, probably not to go too nice.
Renee Bacon,
shot there.
Nice shot from Bay, cutting in on her right-hand side. Sorry, Maya.
Yeah, just recycling that ball as they do, and try not to be too impatient in that final third or hitting it too long too soon, because Pepe Oliver Bell is often isolated.
Lone
so
striker, yeah.
Maybe moving that ball, getting the midfield up closer to her, then popping it through to her so she can maybe lay it off to their midfield coming through.
Yep.
Northern do sit quite deep, so I can imagine they could do something like that.
Yeah, like you said, they have kept the ball well at times in the middle of the park, have Capital, but really have failed to get Olsen and Bacon in any closer contention to the balls are played up to Oliver Bell. He's been isolated at times. Wasi is looks like she swapped sides with Alexis Cook. Try and change things up. Jaden Watts turning possession over. It's Michaela Foster. And Foster scores. Michaela Foster, well, she has been.
That's a well-deserved goal, isn't it?
It has been. She's been
her.
so prominent for Rovers out of the middle of the park. It's Michaela Foster.
She picks it up in the middle of the field there, and she's got some great feet to dribble it through. Hopefully we'll get a wee
she did well against Jaden Watts. I think left it was Zoe Barrett actually tussling, and it was great balance shown from Foster, giving Katia Brown no real chance for that one. Northern Rovers 1-0 up. 40 minutes gone here at McFetridge. We were just talking before how a nil all result at halftime for Capital would be positive for them. But we spoke too soon as Wasi again breaks into the box. Can she square it across? Oh, how did the Rovers miss that one at the far post?
I think Harrison was in a really great spot for that, but I'm not sure. I couldn't quite see where that went, but someone was flying through at the back there on the left. Great ball from Wasi though, like great run from her, well placed. Oh, Harrison needed, she's having a bit of a yell at Wasi there. Maybe it wasn't quite where she needed it to be.
Well, Wasi did ever so well, as you said, to get into that position. She just needs to get the ball into the box, and it's the strikers that have to be making those runs across.
Put your body on the line, throw a leg out. It's not always going to come pretty, is it?
Durham turning possession over in the middle of park for Rovers. Oliver Bell. Olsen. Sorry, Durand. She's strong. Nice footwork from her. Played out wide from Renee Bacon, but no one there for Capital. Cardham. Barrett. It's Olsen just drifting into the middle of the park. Katia Brown just asked to slow things down for a moment for Capital. Good spell of pressure for Northern Rovers. Bit late. Alexis Cook.
Always hated those nips on the feet, eh?
Yeah, they just clip you on the edge of the foot, on the toe.
It's like,
it's so
God,
sore,
it's
isn't
going to be sore tomorrow. Green to Wasi. Back into the midfield.
Yeah, they bit more confidence and spring to the step now with Rovers with that goal a few minutes ago.
None?
About 30 seconds.
About 30 seconds to go.
So there'll be no extra time added on to this first half. We'll see the half out at 45 minutes. Northern 1-0 leading over Capital.
What a challenge there. Maybe a late chance for Capital to get this one into the box. Send Jaden Watts, Celia Patterson forward if they can. No. This will possibly be the last kick. Last piece of action for this first 45 minutes. Slung into the box. It's a Chung at the far post. Couldn't get her head onto that one, but they do have a throw in to Capital. Dying seconds of this first half.
Watts on the ball. They want to try and get it forward, see if they can make something of this last dying seconds.
Who's that on the right hand side? Should be a lot closer. And it is half time here at McFetridge Park. Round 2 action here, the 2022 National Women's Football League. It's Northern Rovers 1, Capital Football 0.
Yep, that'd be good. Oh, if you can do 13, if you can get them out in 13, that'd be great.
What?
I think.
Yeah, my one's
If you can get them out in 13, then I think that'd be. Although I think we've got.
I was the first game last week, so that's why.
I think we've got a.
There's a chance now for the Springs on the break, and this could well be the first goal of the game. There's no flag here, and the goal is tucked away by the American Sophia Garcia. And out of nothing, just as I was saying, Harry, that they really weren't firing too many shots, Southern will be very disappointed at how easily they let Garcia in around the back. Oh, and they've been gifted possession here, Colby. This comes in towards the far post, and in fact it's in the back of the net. Well, that is surprising in the sense that Southern looked as though that was completely under control. But all they've done is stand and watch Sophia Garcia grab her second goal. It's poor defending by Southern. Garcia is gleeful and accepting the header at the far post. Dyer will win the race here with Woolley. All confusion though. Southern with a chance now to get back in the match, and they have. Diaz. Well, you talk about Southern gifting chances for Western Springs. That is absolutely handed on a plate. Real confusion. Western Springs at the heart of their defence, and Margarita Diaz does not need a second invite. Long on this right wing side, one for Power to chase. Fullback on fullback. Dyer. Oh, a little nervous again. They might be in here. Surely it's an equaliser. Oh my goodness me. How is it not 2-2? Down the right wing side, chance for Colby to chase, and she will keep this in comfortably. Lara Colby, has she got support in the area? Yes, she has, and there's a third goal. Well, that's well crafted, well finished by Hirano. So the substitute has an impact immediately. Was pretty calm on the ball. Oh, lovely turn. That's beautiful from Painenberg. Can she release the pass? She does to Colby. Best football of the match so far. To the edge of the penalty area, and that is the best goal of the match, and that is superb. Tafaru with the finish, but beautifully crafted, and it all started with Emma Painenberg. What a turn in midfield, and releasing Colby, and again she found a teammate with the cross. Pedersen. Towards Simmers, and it's over the keeper and in. And that is as good a fluke as you'll see in the National Women's League. No offence here to Maggie Pedersen. I have no doubt she did not intend that to be in the back of the net, Harry.
It looked like it was a cross intended, wasn't it? Ryan Faith will be making sure they tidy that up through training during the week. But no, I think from a quality perspective, that just
Garcia for the hat-trick, and she has her third goal. Sorry, Harry, but that is a real highlight for Sophia Garcia, who just pulled the trigger, and she is delighted, the American, with a hat-trick in what is now a 6-1 scoreline.
Goal for Western Springs, number 10, Sophia Garcia.
Over the halfway line, finds a teammate. Perhaps a little space down this right wing side now. Early chance on goal, chance to open the scoring. Really put it too close to the keeper, did Canham. And it's a good save made by Jessie Barnard, but perhaps Canham should have done better. That's a great one-on-one opportunity. Opportunity for the cross to come in, and Barnard under some pressure, and that's just gone wide. Well, Barnard dropping that cross. It was all perfectly legal. There was no whistle on the play. And desperately trying to turn it in was Canham, who's had two great opportunities, and this is one she created really all on her own. So Auckland United, we were just describing Rovers as starting to dominate. Now they're having a few good moments themselves. Chance here now. Clegg onto the left foot. Oh, needed to shoot that across goal, Millie Clegg. I think that was her intention. It just splayed off the outside of the left foot there. Johnson Lovely play. Clegg, she shoots from distance. That's a little better. Getting down quickly, but on the rebound. Off the post and straight back into the hands of Blount. Well, they really have soaked up the pressure, Auckland United, from Northern Rovers, and they are so close there to opening the scoring. Again, it's Cook down this right wing side. She's been a real threat. Leeming comes across in cover. Cook shows good patience. Wassey needed one more pass and almost provided it. Still here for Rovers. It was just beyond Foster. Sent back in, Foster with the header. It's still there for Rovers. They are pressing. Canham sends that towards the far post, and that's just gone wide. Wassey. Wonderful pass. That's almost opened things up. First goal of the game. This might be another chance. Canham again shoots a little weakly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it's almost going to script that after all the great chances, it's a scuffed shot that bounces awfully for Jessie Barnard, who doesn't adjust. And the opening goal of the game goes not unexpectedly to Danielle Canham, but certainly in a most unexpected fashion. This would help though if Bree Johnson can get them back on level terms. Just over and maybe just a little wide, but it was worth a snapshot there from Bree Johnson.
Is just to let it go out, just shoot, you know. You don't need to really do anything because you've got your goal line as your...
Oh, great save, Blount. Just gets a touch on it. In fact, it's Barnard, of course. Great save, Jessie Barnard. That was a snapshot on the turn and was certainly goal bound. The spring counter-attack here. Possession with United. Oh, just off the heels of Nathan. Oh, what a strike! And they have got an equaliser, and that is a wonderful snapshot. Really didn't appear to have a lot of time or indeed a lot of room, but a wonderful strike on goal. And they do have the equaliser, and it's Millie Clegg. And she released the pass. She does to Colby. Best football of the match so far. To the edge of the penalty area, and that is the best goal of the match, and that is superb. Tāwhuru with the finish, but beautifully crafted, and it all started with Emma Painenberg.
Can, and a shot at goal now, and that has found the back of the net. That gave Annie no chance at all.
Alana, first away game of the season. How's your preparation been?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've had a good week on the grass at home, and the girls were excited to be at the airport this morning. And yeah, we're excited to travel and get on the road and see what it's like up here in Auckland.
And you had a good result against Central last week. What's the key to success this week?
I think we just have to continue to work on, you know, our procedures and what we're trying to achieve throughout the season, game by game. So, you know, today hopefully the girls will be able to apply everything we've done training this week and you know, give it their all.
What should the people at home be looking out for?
Yeah, we've got a couple of players that I think are exciting to watch. Lottie Mortlock, wearing the 10 shirt in the midfield. You know, she's an exciting player to watch when she's on the ball. She can get facing forward, she can dribble at players, you know, she can create. We have Ella from Nelson as part of the squad this year, and you know, she's really quick, she can get in behind defences, she likes to score goals, so yeah, I'll be watching out for those two today.
Wonderful, good luck today.
Thanks.
Hi Ryan, you had a big win against Southern last week. What are you expecting from the Pride today?
Expecting a very physical encounter. Canterbury, they're a very good side. We did a little bit of scouting on their match last week against Central. Yeah, as I said, expecting a very physical game.
So it sounds like a bit of a tougher assignment. What are your keys to success?
Keys to success for us today? I think, well, I mean, today, continuing the momentum from the result from last week. That was awesome for the club and for the team. It's the first game in the National League. As I said, we've looked at them and we're going to look to implement our style against Canterbury as we have all done all year, possessing the ball and limiting their chances on the ball.
That sounds wonderful. Good luck today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome back to McFetridge Park here in Glenfield, Auckland for this round 2 clash between Northern Rovers and Capital Football. Half time at the moment. Northern Rovers with a goal to Michaela Foster going into the sheds with that 1-0 lead. All the work to do in the second half for Capital Football. They have had patches of good spells, particularly in the middle of the park, Maya, but just haven't been able to unlock or have any impetus going forward.
Yeah, they've done really great in the middle there, and they do come out when it's on the right. They'll bring it out to the left, and just not a lot up front to help them there at the moment.
All the pressure in the opening sort of 10 or 15 minutes was with Northern Rovers. Yeah, Herring there with a shot. Katia Brown doing well to keep that one in her hands, but Capital Football did have their moments. This one was Renee Bacon. Good pressure from Capital Football. They applied that high press earlier on, did Capital, and this is the rewards. Nice shot.
So close. Great save there by Georgia Craig. Had to.
Alexis Cook has been one of the most active players for Northern Rovers in the first 45 minutes, testing the palms of Katia Brown, breaking forward, and this was the goal. Michaela Foster, too much strength, out muscling Zoe Barrett there, and a nice shot to beat Katia Brown for the only goal of the game so far. Going into the sheds at half-time, Michaela Foster, 1-0.
So we come out of the
Wasi, and this was such a great
we got a
ball, and no one got on
for
the
the
end
All
of it.
Whites, so finishes
Stella
in
Harrison
25 seconds.
having a go, but I don't know why, Harry. It's like a good little ball.
Yeah.
I would have been having a go back saying, get your foot on it, get your foot on it, get anything on it.
It looked like a harder one to miss than to actually, or harder one to score, sorry, than to miss, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's great from Wasi. She's been ever present for Northern Rovers and everything going forward and in the middle of the park as well. Renee Wasi carried on a good 90 minutes she played last week against Auckland United. Has Capital get us off in the second half? No changes as yet for either side, so both coaches happy to maintain the starting lineup and formation. Ooh, it's Georgia Craig there giving that one to, Katia Brown. Jaden Watts and Zoe Barrett. Bit of confusion there from Lauren Owen. But we're playing into midfield there from Katia Brown. Olsen. Patterson clearing that one for Capital Football. Benjamin Bate will be a relief man going into half time. I think after the sustained pressure.
Yeah, that 41-minute goal would have been, thank goodness for that, going into the sheds.
Pressure release there because they had all the pressure, the majority of chances, didn't they, in the first half?
They did. They had some great chances.
Messages at half time from Benjamin Bate to the side, just to keep maintaining, keep creating, keep pushing forward.
Yeah, I think just same type of thing, be patient. Sometimes not always looking to go too direct. Play it around a little bit more. There's a time to go direct and there's a time to play, so. But yeah, just carry on and making sure you finish those chances that come your way.
Well, it's Capital that are chasing the game at the moment.
Not needed these days, though.
Nice ball at the middle, at the back from Elliott.
Yeah, so calm and collected back there, isn't she?
She is. Yeah, she's had a good game so far. Alexis Cook is trying to use her pace to get in between Katia Brown and Patterson.
Heather Benjamin, the coach, saying back yourself there, Lexi. So looking for that long ball through and getting her on, using her pace when it's on.
Yeah, it's one thing when you've got a player who's got good ball control, good technique, but it's a pretty lethal weapon, isn't it?
Was that you, Harry? Were you that lethal weapon?
When I was on the bench, I think we're getting a pie in the stand. Cook again, busy on the left-hand side, trying to release Estelle Harrison. Olsen doing the tidy-up work at the back for Capital.
Hearing for the throw-in. Nice little touch by Harrison there. No one there to pick it up. Capital cleared that out well. Finding Bacon, but possession taken over again by Northern. Nice little play there by Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott and Durham in the middle of the park for Rovers have kept things cool, calm and collected for most of the game. Hopeful ball there from Northern Rovers. Zoe Barrett with a bit of time. Nice ball into Renee Bacon. Can she release Oliver Bell? Like a bit of a handball maybe.
Cleared well by Green. Picked up though by Capital again. Into the midfield. Nice play back to see if they can get it forward again. Barrett just maybe taking a little bit too long on that one. Maybe couldn't see a player free. Barrett again. Who can she see? Well held there by her. Just all the good work done. Just that final pass.
Just overdid it, didn't
yeah.
she? A little bit. So you're hearing again busy for Northern Rovers. Renee Bacon there, just
She got a foot on that.
she
That would have
did
been trouble.
just caught unawares, wasn't she? Didn't expect that one so close. Barrett again breaking up the play. Just a bit untidy at the moment. Wasi looking to get the ball under control. Foster with the shot.
She's dangerous, isn't she? From anywhere, really. She's got a good long shot on her. That goal she scored in the 41st minute was placed really well in that corner.
Yeah, Wasi again busy. Second phase ball, Foster was able to pick up, but had a bit of time, but probably unlucky, probably disappointed she didn't actually hit the target. The amount of time that, and when, as you said, with the technique that she possesses. Again, no yellow shirts around Durham. A lot of time for her to move the ball forward. No ball boys or ball girls for National Women's League. So the girls are having to jump the hoardings to... Oh, right, just hearing the ball kids had their prize giving this afternoon, so they're excused for this afternoon. Barrett again there. Capital football.
Quite a bouncy surface, isn't it?
Yeah, the surface looks really nice, doesn't it? Looks perfect for football. I mean, we're going to see a different surface in the second game, Western Springs against Canterbury Pride later on this afternoon. One coming to you from Seddon Fields, Point Chevalier.
Oliver Stell dropping deep, picking up some ball for Capital.
Oh, heavy touch there from Chung, given Wassie's time and space now. Jaden Watt's doing well to force her wide. Ball still with Wassie. Ball into the box. She hit Lauren Owen in the back, I think.
Well cut out, just not finding the feet of Cook. Barrett, nice long diagonal ball, being cut out though by Green. Owen on the ball, a little bit too much. Maybe not getting that support that she needs off the front.
Yeah, Carnham working hard for Rovers, getting back and helping out with defensive duties. Here we go, Foster with a bit of space in front. Does well to check back, left foot strike, and it's a goal. Inside the near post for Katia Brown. Michaela Foster, well, you talked about the quality that she possesses earlier on, my Jackman. And she showed it then, just pace, technique, chopped it back on her right foot. Near post, Katia Brown, no chance.
Let's have a look at this, just down the line, onto her left, and just beats Katia Brown at the near post.
Yeah, I don't think Capital don't seem to have an answer for Michaela Foster, do they, at the moment, as we see a sub for Capital football.
10 off, 19 on.
So, see a substitution just as we were taking
Asher
a look
Strom,
at Michaela Foster's goal. Asher Strom has
10 off,
has come off.
On.
And Olive Lynch Gerard, number 19, coming on for Asher Strom. Comes Alexis Cook down the left-hand side. Can she cut it back? Well cut out there.
Sub for Northern. Sub for Northern Rovers now. 10 off, 17 on.
Northern Rovers, Estelle Harrison off, number 10. Substitution for them, number 17, Kelly Brown coming on.
So 2 quick substitutions made by both sides. So we've got Aisha Strom coming off. And Olivia Lynch Gerard, number 19 for Capital Football.
You've got 10, Estelle Harrison off for Northern, with Kelly Brown, number 17, Phoenix player. She'll be joining the Phoenix. Former under-17 representative as well, a bit of a prolific goal scorer from Waikato originally. So we'll see what impact these 2 substitutions can have on the game for both Capital and Northern.
Well, Michaela Foster adding to her 11 goals in the regular season. 2 goals for her this afternoon.
Poor old goalkeeper going for a run. You don't need to go that far for a goalkeeper normally.
You think the referee's assistant could have
Yeah.
made a 5 metre run and just kicked the ball across to her?
Give a bit of a hand. And pressure by Foster here. See if the Northern Rovers can.
Yeah, looking to really step up the pressure, aren't they, Rovers, Wassie and Foster? Just pushing Chung and Barrett and Watts back there.
Green with that throw into Kelly Brown will be her first touch, but gone out for a goal kick. Again,
Capital sort of just unable to. They're just under a bit of pressure at the moment. Just really needs someone at the back. Is it Watts or Barrett? Just to take a. You don't want Katia Brown running off to take a quick free kick or just want to slow things down a bit because the ball's coming straight back. Well, it has been coming straight back, but a lot of pace, a lot of space here now for Capital.
Yeah, they had a lot of space out on the right-hand side, didn't they?
Oliver Brown has worked hard up front, but majority of the game has been quite isolated. See Tasha Green clear the ball for Rovers. Kelly Brown, first couple of touches for her. Looking to get things moving. Wasi, nice control from her. Foster, been playing with a lot of confidence now, Rovers. Carnan there, getting first to the ball.
A little bit of a lobby header, easy one for Katia Brown. Capital in possession now. Northern get it back in the middle there. Capital just need to see if Barrett can just slow things down a little bit. She has been through the game.
A lovely bit of skill from Carnham. Herring doing well as well.
Owen on the ball. Back to Barrett. Cross to Watts, see if they can pick it up in the midfield by Owen. She's always there, always
a lot of
looking
space
for the
too.
ball.
Just Olsen, just not on the same wavelength. That pass from Lauren Owen. There is a lot of football action, international action coming up, Maya, isn't there, for the Football Ferns and for the under-17 women's team.
Yeah,
we're off to the World Cup.
World Cup in India.
Yep.
It's going to be very exciting. The last under-17s we came away with the bronze, which was very exciting. Hannah Wilkinson and I were in the studio jumping up and down on the couch.
That was amazing, wasn't it, that one?
Had to compose ourselves very quickly. Not sure we should have actually. We should have just carried on.
Go for it, absolutely. I know Leon Burney will be looking to, again, repeat those types of performances in India. And that squad announced over the next week or so.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some girls in this league that will be in contention. Some very good young players in this National Women's League this year.
They have a lot to play for, don't they?
Absolutely.
We've got the big dance July, August next year. As we see Kelly Brown working hard.
Yeah, Michaela Foster, good ball through to Kelly Brown. 1-2'd with herself. Didn't quite pay off. Cross in by Brown. Oh, Wasi on the back post. Oh, a swing and a miss by Wasi. And a good crack.
What a goal
What
there.
a crack by Green.
Talisha Green. My word, what a wonderful strike from her. I don't think she can believe it herself.
Wasi
Got a smile on her face.
Wasi was saying, just kidding. You have a go. I was just going to do a dummy. But yeah, what a strike by Talisha Green. Great little player there at the back, always in and amongst and
look
being
at the
aggressive.
smile on her face. Absolutely beaming with that strike. What a wonderful goal there from Northern Rovers. We see the cross from Kelly Brown. You think Wasi there with the whiskey, the swing and a miss. And look at this one. Get out of the way. Here she comes. Smash. Top corner. Katia Brown. Jeepers, no chance.
That was a lovely little lofty ball in from Kelly Brown. Unfortunately, Wasi couldn't quite get on for the header and then swing and a miss, but Talisha Green, happy days.
Fantastic strike. Well deserved too. She's battled hard on that right-hand side for Rovers.
Wasi again. Some space moving forward.
Kelly Brown.
Brown, yeah, just a little bit of a off touch there for Brown. It's always hard coming in, isn't it, Harry? Sort of at the beginning of the second half and trying to find your feet.
She's been involved in a lot of action at the moment. Kelly Brown been involved in the goal. I mean, a couple of times touches on the ball in the box as well. That's what you're looking for. Benjamin Bader be looking for those players coming off the bench to make an impact, a positive impact, change things up, fresh legs. Here she is again. Full of running, Kelly Brown. Well, that touch, just that second touch was just a tad too heavy. She was trying to work that one for a shot, wasn't she? You could tell she was trying to make herself a yard of space or two to hit that one with the right foot.
No, yeah, Lana Duron just getting on the end of that miss hit by Kelly Brown, but she's up, she's good. Brown and Brown having a bit of a standoff.
Nice work from Chung, and then she undoes her good work for giving the ball away, but Ashley Wilson has seen a foul.
Here's the goals, well, one of the goal scorers, or 2 goals for Michaela Foster today, one in the first half, one in the second half. Great little left foot, or big left foot, should we say.
Do you think she'll be going straight to Eden Park after this game?
Who maybe, eh? See
Maybe.
your dad? Yeah.
Yeah, her dad, All Black coach, Ian Foster, of course.
Clearing it out through to, lovely little flick
Alexis
there by
Cook.
Cook.
That's what we want to see. With
see.
imagination,
Yeah.
a little bit different.
Double substitution.
Players expressing themselves. I suppose you can do that when you're 3-0 up.
2 out, 6 on. 14 out, 16 on.
So we've got the goal scorer, Talisha Green, coming off for Northern Rovers, number 2, Talisha Green, and coming on is Leanna Ryan, number 6 for Northern Rovers.
Yeah, Benjamin Mate ringing the changes here. 65 minutes gone between Capital Football and Northern Rovers.
Yet
Subs are getting ready there to come on.
Yet to be made. So now we've got the, sorry, jumped the gun there a little bit.
You're just hoping the ball goes out soon, Maya.
So double substitution for Northern Rovers. So number 2, Talisha Green, goal scorer. Great goal there for her. Number 6 coming on, Leanna Ryan. And then we've got 14, the lively Alexis Cook coming off. 16, Kate McConnell coming on for Northern Rovers. Double interchange there. And Michaela Foster cutting out that ball.
Yeah, look, she's
Lovely cut back onto her left as she likes that left.
full of running, isn't she? Michaela Foster, Wasi as well. Kelly Brown trying to shrug off the challenge of Jaden Watts. But fouling her, she was doing that.
Lovely little touch from Wasi there to Brown.
Yeah, look, what would be their plan now from Micah Rutkahuli? Maya 3-0 down. You need to get something out of this game. You 20 odd minutes to go.
Yeah, Northern.
Make some changes.
A few fresh legs for Northern. So perhaps Capital need to also get some fresher legs on, so they can put a little bit more pressure on again and get a little bit more possession. At the moment, it's all Northern Rovers.
and Carnham battling away in the middle of the park. Get some foot on the ball, just get some control and some rhythm back into this game for Capital. Obviously chasing the game 3-0 down at the moment. Hurley's already made one change this afternoon. Benjamin Bates already gone to his bench. 3 changes for him so far, his side. Patterson looking to get that one forward. Olsen. Tight angles for Capital, but they do well to keep possession. Oh, nice bit of skill. A heavier touch there. I know, and again, how many times have we seen her sort of try and carry the ball out of the middle of the park, or try and be positive, push her team forward?
Yeah, she's been really great for Capital in the middle. A lot of
another substitution.
6 for 21. 6, 21 on, 6 off. 6 off, 21 on, sorry.
So Zoe Barrett has come off for
Nicola Ross.
Capital Football.
Capital, sorry, distracted.
So,
21,
so
Nicola
Captain-
Ross.
Captain Zoe Barrett is off.
So Nicola Ross, number 21 for Capital Football. Let's see what she can do. She's got 20 minutes plus stoppages to try and make a difference or an impact in this game, as we've seen Michaela Foster cross that one across the box. Katia Brown. Herring to Carnham. She can't get the return pass there. Brown having to clear her lines. Only as far as
Kate McConnell has just popped on for Alexis Cook.
Brown looking to get the ball. More direct approach from Capital Football. A change of fortunes for them, perhaps.
Northern just moving the ball around now. They can. Oh, Oliver Bell.
Again, this is the parts of the game in midfield where Capital have had some nice possession, but wayward passing like that one from Olsen has really let them down this afternoon.
Owen again getting herself.
Yeah, she's been one of the better players for Capital this afternoon.
Capital looking a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued. As you've got Lauren Owen, really strong. Not sure what quite happened there, but free kick to Capital.
Just no one running off. Renee Bacon there trying to flick that one on. None of her teammates really with the energy to try and get forward. As you said, tired legs now. Olsen, see what she can do. Nice ball into the box, but as you said, there's no bodies there for Capital. However, Oliver Bell trying to wriggle some room.
Yeah, she's there on her own though, isn't she?
It's a great ball up across the box from Olsen, wasn't it? But just no one there for Capital.
You see Oliver Bell is trying to come back off the front into midfield to get more ball, but when she does that, you need the midfield to push up for her. You see her up the top here trying to get the ball off Chelsea Elliott, but Elliott with the ball now, very composed.
This comes the last sort of 18, 19 minutes for Northern, just becomes about game management, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of games ahead.
They need to tactically and just to, I mean, they're 3-0 up. They just need to be keeping the ball, make Capital do the work. Just manage the game for the next 17, 18 minutes.
Yep, keeping the ball, cycling it around. Like you said, making Capital work.
Okay, McConnell doing well. Carnham out wide for Wasi, back into Carnham again. These two working well. Can she find some space? Good work from Owen again, forcing her wide. Smart play from Carnham, because Owen had to try and win the ball somehow. I mean, they're desperate at the moment, Capital, to try and get the ball forward. A chance for Foster to get this one into the box. Will we see a shot from here, you reckon, Maya? She's on a hat trick.
Socks up, what does that mean?
What code is that one?
I'm
Socks
going
up.
for goal. It's a good angle for Michaela Foster to try and get it in the box.
She is too. Katia Brown punching that one. Kelly Brown for Rovers, picking up the loose ball back to Foster. She's definitely going for goal. That one just hitting the top of the net of Brown's goal, but Foster definitely, that free kick looked like she was going for goal. Definitely that shot there was her showing her intent after a hat trick, Michaela Foster.
Capital just trying to keep the ball here, just try and possibly not do that, but just try and keep hold of it, see if they can keep it off Northern, and they'll get it and then they lose it, and that's when you become really tired. You're just chasing shadows.
Yeah, they're 1 or 2 yards off it at the moment, aren't they, Capital? Yeah, Northern doing what they do best, just imposing themselves, keeping the ball, making Capital do the work. Capital at the moment just aren't confident enough or have the energy to retain possession and get players pushing forward to try and at least get into positive goal scoring positions and creating opportunities. I know it's difficult when you're 3-0 down with 15 minutes to go.
That was a nice little passage of play there though by Capital. Pepe Oliver Bell running on, but just been negated by a couple of Northern Rover players.
Can Capital conjure up with 15 minutes to go? Foster again. Gee, she's been good this afternoon. Kelly Brown too has had a good impact coming off the bench. Is it a cross or a shot from Kelly Brown? But did hit the side netting. You see Foster just too strong out of the middle of the park. Kelly Brown here. Didn't even glance up, I think.
Possibly going for
the
goal.
post there.
Not sure she still saw her two Northern mates in the box there. She could have cut it back.
Carnham doing well to get the ball under control. Nice play, nice ball into Brown again. She turns and shoots.
Lovely turn there by Brown. She's not shy of going for goal, is she?
She's been positive since she's come on, hasn't she?
A little bit of a nutmeg there. So see Oliver Brown just, Bell, sorry, just dropping in to get the ball. Wanting to try and see if she can make something.
Try and get involved, yeah. It's a hard one when your striker leading the line is coming back into midfield to look for the ball or try and make something happen. You got no one making those runs in behind her. And another corner for Northern Rovers. Kate McConnell making that run.
Subs coming for Capital.
So you can hear a couple of changes.
17 off, 16
Capital.
on. 2 off, 3 on.
We're going to see a couple of changes for Capital. Demille Olsen. The players looking like she'll come off.
12 off, 9 on, yeah? Seven, 17 off, 16 on. 2 off, 3 on.
Oh, and that's a goal by Northern Rovers. Michaela Foster again on the instigator of that one.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, mate.
Well, Michaela Foster, a hat-trick this afternoon for the Northern Rovers, number 11.
And she's known for...
Sub also for Northern Rovers.
Was it direct from a corner? I think it was, wasn't it? Oh,
it may have been an own goal there.
May have been helped. May have been helped by... Is that an own goal, I think?
Sub for Northern Rovers.
Kaylin Patterson potentially at the back. That's... Nonetheless, she is, as we see the sign there for far post from Michaela Foster, swings that one in. Looks look like number 21 there, Nicola Ross.
Unfortunate has come on.
Rovers have made a sub as well, Dino.
So unfortunately for Michaela Foster,
12 off, 9 on.
Been denied a hat-trick there from Nicola Ross.
So Renee Wassi comes off. Great game by her today. And coming on for Wassi is Shannon Henson, number 9. And a couple of changes for Capital as well. We've seen Olsen come off, number 17. 16 come on. Sydney Madison and Jaden Watts, the ever-present experienced number 2, coming off, and Devon Crawford coming on, number 3 for Capital. A couple of changes there, 2 for Capital, 1 for Rovers.
Well, both coaches going to their benches in the last 10 minutes. You would think that would be just to get fresh legs on for Rovers. And for Capital, well, can we, to the bench, can those players make a difference in the last 10 minutes? 4-0 down. Capital at the moment.
Chelsea Elliott through for Brown.
Usually they've had Kelly Brown here doing so well. Ball across, nice save from Cassia Brown, deflecting that across her goal. See Herring trying to get in there as well. When she stabbed, but we're talking offside here, are we? A bit of action to finish this one off. Kelly Brown, she's been good when since she's come on, shooting that one across the face of goal. Brown doing well to parry that one. Herring shooting that one across again, scrambled from Capital Football.
Oh, just hitting the knee there.
Is that a handball or a foul from? Anyway. Oh, there we go. Another goal for Northern Rovers.
I think that's
Leanna Ryan.
Leanna Ryan, just one of the substitutions.
Looking for your substitutes to make an impact again, Maya. Gee, it's all on for the last sort of 10 minutes here at McFetridge Park. Not the best of goal kicks from Katia Brown, hitting it straight to Leanna Ryan, and she made no mistake.
Missing the goals, Dino.
Getting around Patterson, just passing it through the the advancing Katia Brown there inside her near post. 5-0 Northern Rovers.
Smallest of gaps there. Katia Brown needed to make herself a little bit bigger there and sort of put Leanna Ryan off a little bit, but easy one for Leanna Ryan in the end. Substitution for Northern. She'll be happy with that for a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, be down to damage control now for Capital, isn't it? Still got 7 and a bit minutes to go, plus stoppages.
How long?
And they conceded 4 goals last week against Eastern Suburbs. The best of starts to this National Women's League for Capital Football. What can the substitutes do?
Nicola Ross trying to make something happen for Capital. Oliver Bell being dispossessed.
Herring doing well there. She's had a good game as well on that left back role. Suya Herring.
Georgia Craig there, and not had to do too much today, Harry, for the Rovers.
No, a couple of goal kicks. She
Had
had that save in the first half and for Renee Bacon. And largely a bystander is Georgia Craig.
Trying to pop a ball through for Oliver Bell, but she was almost behind her when she put that through, so it was a tough ask for her. Need to just hold on to it a little bit, see if anyone's coming through. Chelsea Elliott.
Kelly Brown again skipping past Capital defenders.
Good little ball through by Kelly Brown there as well.
Lauren Owen, nice one-touch play from Capital, but dispossessed. Durand in the middle of the park. Here
Foster.
comes Kelly Brown again. Shot across. And it was safe hands from Katia Brown. Straightforward save there. The Capital keeper.
Owen. Nice look by Owen there. Just picking out her player. Nice little triangles there. Playing in between the lines, but nothing comes of it in the end. Oliver Bell.
Sydney Madison Williams there. Trying her luck from about 25 yards. And Northern Rovers just, again, you can tell just trying to take the pace out of the game now. Say they're watching the clock, but confidently until that ball from Georgia Craig.
Nicola Ross. Once she's come on, she's definitely tried to make things happen. Pairing up there with Oliver Bell.
Free kick there.
Herring.
She had a good game last week too against Auckland United. Did the Northern Rovers number 5.
Yeah, one of those players that are in contention for the under-17s in India. Kelly Brown making herself known down there on the right-hand side. Loads of energy coming from her.
Williams, a lot of pressure from Greer McIntosh. Wasn't able to keep possession. It's a Northern throw in. 4 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to go, plus change here at McFetridge Park. Round 2, the Rovers and Capital Football. Capital Football with all the work to do. As we see Lauren Owen going down there.
Injury.
Lauren Owen is down, a bit of cramp.
Is it could be a bit of cramp, but you just don't know, do you?
Yeah, that's cramp.
Does it look like cramp? Does it,
that's a cramp
Maya?
look.
Is it a cramp look? Or was it a kick? We'll see here. So it's Carnham using her body. Oh, is that a cramp look, Maya? Is it?
That's a cramp look.
It's a cramp look.
Yeah, she's done a lot of work in the midfield for Capital.
She's worked so hard this afternoon.
I'm not surprised she's getting a bit of grief from her calf. It's the first place to go when you've done a lot of work. She doesn't look too happy though, is he?
No, shake it. She, no, I'm all right, she's saying.
Is it I'm done or I'm all right? Might be coming off. A couple of minutes to go in this game. Northern Rovers versus Capital.
She's going to continue.
She's Lauren Owen. Wants to get back on.
She's limping back on there.
Wants to finish out the game.
Not moving that freely.
It's determination.
What? You've got pictures as well.
So unlucky there from Capital because they had runners in forward positions there again, but the pass was just not good enough on that occasion. Brown under some pressure. And Ryan again looking to take this one quickly. Rovers looking to finish in a hurry or in a flurry.
Shannon Henson trying to get amongst the goal scorers.
Cheers, mate.
In the dying minutes.
There will be 3 minutes of time added on. 3 minutes.
Foster, a lot of space. What will she do? She'll try and get this one back on her left foot, will she? But she'll try her right foot. Bit of a deflection there. Devlin Crawford.
Just get away with it.
Was fortuitously for Katia Brown.
Northern just happy to control. Capital still putting pressure on. They want to see if they can just make a last ditch effort of making something happen, but Northern have the ball, so.
Carnham, nice bit of footwork from her.
3 minutes of extra time added on to this game. Can Northern put 6 on the board?
Is it going to be too far for McConnell? She keeps it in. Kelly Brown. Can they work in tight areas offside? Definitely that one from McConnell. Yeah, Kelly Brown saying, just knock it in the box. You know, making a decoy run across there into an offside position. Oh, and just, yeah, lack of quality now from Capital. Just Deron there. Just a bit casual on her touch. Her pass back to Devlin Crawford. Connell getting involved as well.
Kate McConnell winning that throw-in for Northern, just taking her time, just running down the clock.
Yeah, will it be the last one? Okay, McConnell, last sort of spell in this game here. Capital trying to get it out, get it wide into the box from Northern. Bit of head tennis. Kelly Brown. Nice turn from her. Can she keep the ball? I'm sure. Yeah, that's the course of medicine so far for Northern Rovers. Ashley Wilson has spotted a free kick there for Chelsea Elliott. I'm sure she will get this one into the box.
Yes, going for one, maybe last throw of the dice. Capital clear that well though.
Yeah. Well, as the rain descends here at McFetridge Park in Glenfield, Northern Rovers have this 5-0 against Capital Football. It was 1-0 up at half time, but 4 goals in the second half. 2 to Michaela Foster. Just proved just too strong, too much quality for Capital Football on this occasion. Northern Rovers finish this one off. Round 2, the National Women's Football League, 5-0 against Capital Football.